put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Here is Hawes. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Rose with the double team. The 15-footer. Lillard again missing.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from Damian Lillard. Rose passes to Johnson. No good off the pick.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Aminu. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They get it back. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Some changes for Phoenix. Lure comes in for Spencer Hawes. And it's Booker in for Archie Goodwin. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. There's the dish to Teletovic. Johnson kicks to Lure. Down low, Rose. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Dishes it to Plumlee. Plumlee with the screen. Cullen passes to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Lillard against Rose. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Count that one.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Reese Harkless comes in for Myers Leonard. And Krebs subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Hansbrough dishes to Booker. And the Suns get it back to the left side wing. They set the pick. There's a screen by Hansbrough. To the paint, off the pick.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. Harkey keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Knight with it. Lillard picks him up. Knight kicks to Warren. Passes it to Luke. Feeds to Knight. He dishes it to Hansbrough. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Hansbrough's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Lets it fly. No good on that last second attempt there. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got P.J. Tucker, Spencer Hawes out there with John Lewis. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Booker in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by Knight. 18 feet out. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from McCollum.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Leonard with the steal. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. A 3-ball. They grab their own miss. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Grab the pass to Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Spencer Hawes.
And Myers Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
A different look now for Portland. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis, and it's Aminu in for Gerald Henderson. And for the Suns, Mirza Teletovic comes in for Lure, and it's Rose in for Booker. And Leonard likes to run, jump, and shoot more than bang inside, I think.
Well, you know, Kevin, you like that he has that ability to go outside, but with his size, it would be most valuable, I think, if he also embraces throwing his weight around in the paint area.
Agreed. Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well ever since he came into the league. Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
There's the pick. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by Knight. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. And the basket by McCollum.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You know, it's funny, we talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And a case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Wesley Johnson's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Goodwin subbed in for Brandon Knight. Here's Aminu. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now the feed to McCollum. Leonard dishes to Craig. And Plumlee kicks to Aminu. Plumlee with a screen on Rose. And here's McCollum. It's good. This game is all even. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
They set the pick. Here's Teletovic. The three-pointer, no good.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Aminu. And there's a foul called on Allen Gray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Crabb. And he gets it to go. Hawes got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Lillard attacking. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Harkless the pass to McCollum. A different look now for Portland. Davis comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Henderson for C.J. McCollum. Some changes for Phoenix. Now Lillard. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Knight. Lillard attacking. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession. Here's Davis. Here's Lillard. And so it's
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Some struggles for Portland in the first quarter. Abysmal shooting from the field, miss after miss, and unable to get into any kind of rhythm. They simply... And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Portland leading. Well, the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year. They went 17-24 Clark on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and you factor in a 6-game road losing streak to end the year. That pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. There's the screen. Goodwin kicks to Teletovic. Sinks the triple. Teletovic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys, with the Suns last year on the road, they had the 17 wins, but only 7 of them came in conference. So a big part of why they missed the postseason. Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's Goodwin. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Lillard outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And, as you mentioned, with the Suns, only 7 road wins against the West. 3rd worst in-conference road record of any team. You have to be able to steal wins on the road to make your way to the playoffs out west.
And the Suns call time here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands